welcome to another episode of Inappropriate Movie Database, the comedy game show about content warnings. I'm your host, Nick Martucci. This is going to be a fun episode tonight. Before we get to that, if you are not a member of the Facebook group, what are you doing? Maybe you're new, or maybe you just you're not on Facebook, which is fair. There's other options. But if you are on Facebook and you're not in the group, you should go there right now. If you search Inappropriate Movie Database or click the link in the description of this video, that's where I post a whole bunch about this show, including booking it. And I think there's still one show left in September that has a space available on it. So if you want to be on this show, go right now to that page, look for the post that says September booking, and claim that spot. I want you on. And if you're not on Facebook, we're also on Twitter and Instagram at IMDb Game.
I would claim that spot if I wasn't already on that episode.
Yeah, that's going to be... that episode is movies featuring somebody who's played Spider-Man, and I'm already playing games with it. So look out for that. Tonight, we are doing directorial debuts, a topic that I worked so hard on, did so much research. It's going to help nobody. This is just any first-time filmmaker. So there's some famous first-time filmmakers in here. There's also a lot of people whose names you just know. Either they're just like journeyman directors, they've directed a million things and you just don't know their name, or they directed one thing and it's the movie we're going to talk about tonight. Basically, this theme is useless. It'll help you if you don't think too much about it. But it's just something it's another way I was able to categorize these movies and maybe go through some of them that have been building up that I haven't found another use for yet. So I'm excited to see how the contestants do with that tonight. Speaking of the contestants, let's bring them in. Joining me on the show tonight are Conor Shanahan, Kirk Broussard, Josh Poirier, and Sammie James. Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Let's start off with the newest face to the group. Fourth time on the show. So thrilled he keeps coming back. Kirk Broussard on the show. Hey, Kirk.
What's up? Grinding weed, getting my trivia mind ready to go. Wait, I said trivia. I meant trivial. Mind ready to go. Yeah.
I mean,
thanks for having me back on.
No, thanks for doing it. I know that you said you're going through some stuff right now. So I'm thrilled that you found a way to make it all right.
Just fucking
I talked right over that. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right. Just broke my knee. Nothing else really going on. I'm good. I mean, the best part of it was at work, so I think it's going to be pretty well covered and paid for.
Oh, yeah, workman's comp.
Yeah, exactly. It's there for a reason. I've never used it, and I'm 42 years old, so they owe me something.
Well, Kirk, you know by now that I asked a question at the beginning of the show. I feel like asking the direct question will be too hard, so I won't ask you what your favorite movie directed by a first-time director is unless you know that offhand.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a couple of them, yeah.
Really? What do you have?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people... don't like Blood Simple, which I am pretty sure was the Coen brothers' first movie.
Brother, that's the one I
had
that one in the chamber. Absolutely.
That's a great fucking movie, and it gets overlooked like to a degree because I mean 75% of the stuff, in my opinion, that they put out is amazing. So yeah, that one's kind of slips under the rug, and I'm pretty sure that was the first thing they did.
It sure is. I am double checking these things because what I was going to ask, if you didn't have one in the chamber, is just who your favorite director was, and then we'd go through and see what their first movie is. But we don't have to do that.
Coen Brothers would also rank high on my list of that other question too. That's a tough one to narrow down. That's like someone asking, "What's your favorite singer or your favorite guitarist?" It's like, as someone who does both, like I can't narrow that down. Like it's Coen Brothers, Blood Simple. Those are both my answers. Final answer.
Perfect choice. Thank you for coming back, Kirk. I'll let you enjoy that.
Thank you.
Also returning to the show, we'll go in reverse order of appearances. So let me check this out. Joining us for his 14th time on the show, Conor Shanahan's back. Hey, Conor.
Hey, 14 times? Really? Wow. Oh, shit. Did I just pause or didn't it?
Are you going in and out, or am I going in and out? Did everybody freeze?
That's a very personal
It
question.
looks like Nick's frozen on my end. You're not, Conor.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying as well. You look great.
14 times, yeah.
There we go.
All right. And now everything seems to be back to normal. Sorry about that. That was my end.
Sweet.
The internet sucks. But yes, Conor, 14 times.
It sucks in more ways than one. Listen, they say 14 times a charm. Thrilled to be here. Blood Simple's an amazing movie. I was thinking about
you already do pretty well on this show.
Yeah. I got to see, I got Blood Simple on the Gourd now, and I saw it. I got to see it in theaters 100 years ago. I don't know when. Obviously not when it came out, but maybe Coolidge Corner or Brattle. And it was one of the best theater going experiences of my life. And so that's the one that popped into my gourd earlier. So I'm sure I could pull another one, but
great
baby.
choice.
Oh, you know what?
Great choice.
I'll throw just to pigeonhole this in there. I'll throw a bottle rocket in there, and tip my hat
Wes
to
Anderson.
Old Wes Anderson.
Yeah. Come on.
Just out of curiosity, was I just making a weird face throughout all of that?
Yeah.
Great. My internet is going in and out of I don't know, streaming. So this is going to be a fun show tonight, but I think it's okay right now. But Conor, welcome back. Thank you for doing this as always.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
Let's now move on to the person who is making her 29th appearance on this show, not counting hosting appearances. I'm not counting those. Guest only, Sammie James. Welcome back.
God, how many times have you been on the show, Josh? Because I was like,
yeah, you'll see.
Why have I done this 29 times? Why?
That's a very good question. Like you
Listen, I'm gonna hit 30 this week. I'm on Thursday.
You are on Thursday as well. That's why you've been on 29 to 30 times, is that you keep saying yes, and I'm thrilled about that.
All right.
Well, Sammie, we've had a couple of people just fully know what
I have
movie.
the answer to both of those questions.
All right, let's hear them.
Okay, debut film. I knew this was coming. I've been prepared. It's gotta say Bound. It's Bound, baby. It's
Wonderful
Bound.
choice. Perfect choice. Well done. Wachowski's first foray into filmmaking.
Yeah.
Was your director choice different than that? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, it's hard to beat Guillermo del Toro for me.
That'd be Chronos, wouldn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I haven't seen like the early Spanish.
Devil's Backbone is.
I am lacking in my Del Toro.
Love
I will, however, say Chronos, not the best debut.
It took some time to find a sweet spot.
Devil's Backbone is fucking fantastic.
I have to watch. A big blind spot for me. I still haven't seen Pan's Labyrinth.
I was just going to say, it's a great companion piece to Pan's Labyrinth as well.
Yep. And honestly, the Mimic is great.
Fantastic. I love Mimic.
I gotta just go through and just binge his stuff. Excellent choice, Sammie. Welcome back to the show. Finally, The second most frequent guest on this show and the second most frequent Josh on this show, making his 36th appearance on this show.
Josh P.
36, not counting hosting. Josh Poirier, welcome back.
What's up, Nick? How you doing? How's everybody going?
Going okay. How are you doing?
Good. Fell on my back, not as bad as Kirk, but fell on my back. So I'm a little off today.
Just a bunch of tumbly folks on the ship tonight. Well, Josh, you've had some time to think, and I don't know if you pre-planned like everyone else
Debuts?
did, which
Debuts?
shocks me. Yeah, debuts.
Yeah, best debut of all time was Korn's self-titled album, Korn. Were we ready, Jonathan Davis? No, we were not. No, we were not. Oh, wait, movies. Sorry, movies.
Yes. You know what show you're on. You've hosted this show multiple times.
That's right. No, probably. Actually, I think I got 3, believe it or not.
Really? What do you got?
Clerks, Kevin Smith's Clerks.
Yes.
Robert Rodriguez, Del Mariachi.
Mm-hmm.
And Toby Hooper's Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Was that his first one too?
It was either that or Eaten Alive was his first one.
Was his first one. I've seen. I don't remember what it's called. It's his debut with the one with the alligator.
Eaten Alive.
Yeah.
Eaten Alive. Yeah.
All right. Well, you
one.
have 2. And 2 is enough. Also, apparently, his first movie is a movie called Eggshells.
Oh, no, never heard of it.
Which he co-wrote with Kim Henkel. Film centers on a commune of young hippies who slowly become aware of an otherworldly presence that resides in the basement.
The U.S. military.
So that's fun. That's what is that? 1969 he made that.
God
movie.
damn it, I nailed it.
But yeah, Clerks and El Mariachi. Early 90s, a whole lot of filmmakers came
both
out.
self-funded too.
On credit cards. Yeah.
On credit cards. El Mariachi, he funded El Mariachi by staying in a medical institution.
Well, excellent choices all around.
We got real quick, we got to actually watch in my 8th grade class, Spanish class, they let us watch El Mariachi.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
it was such a great
fucking awesome. So good.
And did that teacher get fired?
No, not at all. These were the good. This was like probably 90. I'm guessing 90, 91 maybe. Around that area.
They did after they showed Desperado, and that movie just sucked.
Yeah, I mean, this is the benefit of bringing on a bunch of people who know how the show works, is you're all coming in prepared, which frankly shocks me and delights me. I'm so happy it's the four of you.
Plenty of times I have not, despite almost 30. What? You're asking a question.
Well, thank you all for being here. You're all veterans of this show. You know how it works. If this is your first time watching, here's what's going to happen tonight. I have gone to IMDb, the Internet Movie Database, and I have pulled parental warnings for a bunch of movies by first-time filmmakers. These parental warnings, I don't write them. I don't know who writes them. I'll never know who writes them. I've asked so many times, and nobody has come forward. Nobody shows their face. But I'm so thrilled that they keep doing what they do, because this is episode 124, and that's way too many of these. I'm going to read these warnings to my friends. They're going to try to figure out what movie they're from. I think it's time to jump into the game, and to do that, Connor, you are up first.
Yes, sir.
Would you like a first-time filmmaker from 1985, 2004, or 2020?
Split the difference. 2004.
2004. From 2004 for 5 points under the category of alcohol, drugs, and smoking. Extended edition. A young boy is shown holding an opium pipe and exhaling smoke. He is an opium den with several adult characters smoking opium. That's from the extended edition that I'm sure you've all seen. For 4 points under the category of violence and gore, a man is hit by a falling sign, and we are told that he died. Kirk has a guess. Anybody else? Kirk, what do you think this movie is?
I mean, extended version? I'm gonna guess Anchorman.
That is a good guess. It is not Anchorman, though. For 3 points under sex and nudity, the commentators make a few sexual references. Josh has a guess. Anybody else? Connor also has a guess. Connor, what do you think this movie is?
Oh shit, it's not. Well, my hand's up. Dodgeball.
Josh, what do you think?
Balls of Fury.
It is not Balls of Fury. It is a man with a name I love, Rawson Marshall Thurber's first movie,
Holy
Dodgeball, a true underdog story.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but I thought the Opium Den led me to Balls of Fury.
I mean, it's not a bad guess. Rawson Marshall Thurber, who I think also directed that Red Notice movie.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I looked up all of these people and then didn't write down any notes, so now I have no idea who they are, if they've done more.
The Godfather Part 3, didn't he?
He did. Oh, yeah, no. He did 3.5 with all the deleted bonus footage.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was second camera operator on that film.
Also in Dodgeball, under sex and nudity, White Goodman shoves a slice of pizza down his trousers, but takes them out straight away after he's interrupted. Not as bad as most comedy movies. And violence and gore, a man throws wrenches at players, hitting some of them. He also has them dodge traffic, and one person is hit multiple times by cars.
Oh, Dodgeball. I get
There
it now.
it is.
Dodge traffic. Oh.
Connor's in the lead right now with 3 points. Sammie, smart, 0 points. Josh and Kirk at -1 each.
Also smart.
Josh, would you like a movie from 1988, 1991, or 2012?
Oh, 91.
91. From 1991 for 5 points under profanity. The language is very strong and sometimes sexual. It's definitely most explicit in this category.
One.
All right, for 4 points under sex and nudity, a boy says, quote, "I put my ding-a-ling in her every night, so that makes her mine."
One. Yeah, 91. Keep that up at front and center. 91. 91.
91. For 3 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, people are always drinking on porches or just anywhere in the movie. Also, a reference to crack, and a crack pipe is visible early on in the movie. Some tobacco smoking, drinking is the most frequent act seen throughout the movie. Josh and Kirk have guesses. Anybody else? Connor also has a guess. Sam, you're sitting out again. All right, Connor, what do you think?
I think it's too early for this, but I don't know. I'm throwing my hat in the ring here. Friday.
Josh, what do you think?
Was my guess Friday, not Saturday.
Kirk, what do you think?
Definitely not. It's Boys in the Hood.
It is definitely not Friday.
Yeah.
This movie is the first movie from John Singleton. It is Boys in the Hood.
You
Nine
went
Boys in the Hood.
you went from the first movie being Dubba 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 to John Singleton.
I remember that fucking ding-a-ling line, and I like just could not get my hand up. I was like, what the fuck do I know that from? Like, it was, yeah,
Nominated for a Kids' Choice Award.
great
That
movie.
is why it is on this list. First written down because it was nominated for a Kids' Choice Award for favorite movie. Also in Boys in the Hood, under frightening and intense scenes, there's an intense scene where a cop holds a gun to a man's throat. And violence and gore, a few young men are shot with machine guns in a drive-by. We see some blood on one of the young men as he is killed point blank off screen while begging for his life. The killing is shown off screen as we only see it on characters' faces shooting the gun to end his life.
Much more horrific, honestly.
Two-way tie for first place. Conor and Kirk both at 2 points. Sammie sitting at that 0. Josh is down to -2. Kirk, would you like a movie from 1977, 1989, or 2018?
89 was the middle one?
89 was the middle one.
Yeah, let's try 89.
All right, 1989 for 5 points under frightening and intense scenes. PG-13 rating was an overreaction. Should be PG for mild battle violence.
What was that?
PG rating was an overreaction. Should be PG for mild battle violence.
I have a guess, but I was on an episode where it was used recently, so I'm not gonna.
Then it's probably
wait.
not that.
I will wait.
For 4 points under frightening and intense scenes, brief and mild intense action during the battle scenes. But this constitutes less than a total of 5 minutes of the otherwise entirely benign 138 minutes of the film.
And this is, what year is this?
89.
Okay. Yeah, I'll guess.
All right.
Put in my, it's not, there we
Sammie,
go.
what do you think this movie is?
Is this Glory? I don't know if that was a debut.
It is not Glory.
Okay.
For 3 points under violence and gore, it is reported that the French army had murdered all the English pages. They are briefly shown lying dead with some blood on them. This is violent, but more sad. Sammie has another guess. Anybody else? What do you think this time, Sammie?
Is this some version of Last of the Mohicans?
It is not Last of the Mohicans.
All right, I'm going to put this hand down.
Okay. For 2 points.
Don't worry, we will find you.
2 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking. In a flashback scene, Prince Hal is briefly shown drunk in a tavern. This is ultimately a story of redemption. The flashback is meant to show what the title character was like before he turned from sin, redeemed himself, and became king.
No
Conor has a guess.
idea.
Anybody else? What do you think, Conor?
Is this Henry V?
This is Kenneth Branagh's first time directing with Shakespeare's Henry V. Fun fact, also Laurence Olivier's first time directing was Henry V. He stole everything from that poor man.
Glory was 1989. I had a year right, okay?
Final clue under profanity. No profanity whatsoever. Every line follows Shakespeare's play exactly.
Not Glory.
Conor, you've moved up to 4 points. Kirk at 2. Josh and Sammie
Much
tied
ado about
at -2.
negative points. It was funnier in my head.
Sammie, would you like a movie? We're going to go more recent from 2004, 2017, or 2019.
Maybe that 2004.
2004. From 2004 for 5 points under violence and gore, we see a man getting several blood tests.
2000. No.
2004.
No, that's me.
For 4 points under frightening and intense scenes, a man vomits and the camera zooms in on it.
Early.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. All right. Oh, we got 2 hands up.
No,
We got 1 hand up. Connor, what do you think this movie
fuck.
is?
I already regret it, but I'm gonna say Snyder's Dawn of the Dead.
That is a good guess. It is not Dawn of the Dead. For 3 points under frightening and intense scenes, the clown could be very frightening in the DVD menu of the film. We got Sammie and Kirk and Connor up. Josh, nothing? Josh is going to guess too. No, he isn't. Don't tell Josh to guess. Connor, what do you think this movie is?
There comes strike 2, Zombieland.
Sammie, what do you think?
I'm wrong. I have no idea when this movie came out. But a clown, all I can think is Terrifier, which is wrong.
Whoa.
Kirk, what do you think?
It's so wrong.
I'm gonna say Saw, because the clown, like on the sort of clown.
Oh, that is, yeah. No, that's a real guess.
It is not what Sammie said, surprisingly.
That's a good movie, though. Terrifying.
It is also not Zombieland, and it is not Saw. For 2 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, the addiction to junk food is compared with heroin addiction in conversation, though nothing particularly explicit is said.
What?
The addiction to junk food is compared with heroin addiction in conversation, though nothing particularly explicit is said. You do have your hand up, Sam.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
guessing? Okay, go ahead.
Was there a clown in Thank You for Smoking?
I can't answer that question because this is not Thank You for Smoking.
All right.
All right.
Listen, it's been a while since I've just lost. I won 2 in a row. I've been competitive. Let's go for Sammie's low score. Fuck this.
All right. Final clue for 1 point under sex and nudity. A man's girlfriend briefly discussed the effects of their sex life because of the diet, including his inability to maintain an erection due to his fast food eating. She talks about how they have to change sexual positions in relation to that, what to watch for to know that the scene is coming. She is sitting alone, talking to the camera with her glasses on, talking about how she is so tired at the end of the day.
Oh, okay.
We got 4 hands up.
No, I got
Kirk,
this.
what do you think?
Super Size Me.
Yeah.
Connor, what do you think?
Super Size Me.
Sammy?
Super Size Me. It was Ronald
Josh.
McDonald. He was the clown.
Born second, life is peachy.
That was.
No, super size me.
I mean, I couldn't remember, but I assumed someone vomited during Saw. Did they not?
I mean,
Like,
it's very
What was that
possible.
fucking weird clue? Like someone vomits and then they zoom
The
in
camera
slowly
zooms
on the
in.
vomit. Like
Uh-huh.
oh
That
my God.
happens when he's throwing up outside
I
of
know
his car.
someone who was in Terrifier.
It's like I don't remember that until the last couple of I saw it.
Morgan Spurlock.
Also, Marty, I'm sorry that it wasn't Saw. That wasn't his first movie.
That's
Just
good.
spoiler alert if you want to guess that again. I did look that up. He had one other that nobody's ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all the horror guesses just tickled me as I knew we were getting closer and closer to this answer.
You bastard.
A Terrifier, Sammy. Come on. Terrifier.
That's a clown.
Yeah, it's a clown, but god damn it.
Connor is in first place still, now at 3 points. Kirk at 2. Josh at
Just for that,
-1.
Josh,
Sammie.
that's going to be every guess.
Sammie is at -3.
No one sleeps tonight.
Connor, we're back up to you.
And it's staying the fuck up. Fuck this.
Fine. Connor, would you like a movie from 1990, 2007, or 2015?
1990.
1990. From 1990, for 5 points under frightening and intense scenes, the opening shot shows a full moon. Again, under frightening and intense scenes, the opening shot shows a full moon.
Okay.
All right. Looks like we're just going to take Sammie's guess.
Is this that movie Wolf?
That's a fun guess. It is not Wolf.
It's like full moon. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I've never seen that movie. I know.
For 4 points under violence and gore, several charred and burning corpses are shown.
Okay.
All right. Are we going to get another guess from you, Sammie?
It's you sure are. The Firestarter was way before this, but we're going lowest score.
Good luck with your efforts. It is not Firestarter.
I would be so upset if it was.
For 3 points under frightening and intense scenes, the dead have colorless eyes and pale skin.
Is this that Night of the
Is anybody else going to guess? Okay, just Sammie.
Is this that Night of the Living Dead remake?
Directed by super effects wizard Tom Savini.
Yep.
It is Night of the Living Dead.
Yep. Cool.
Can I guess now?
No, you cannot.
Listen, there's gonna be some correct guesses in here. I'm not going to purposely get. I'm not going to like. I'm not. If I know the answer, I'm not going to purposely say something else.
Tom
And most
Savini.
of these are just me being wrong and not.
Tom Savini is just such a cool guy.
Really is.
There's a documentary about him that's really good.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's fantastic. The one with Kane Hodder is pretty awesome too.
I don't know that one.
Kane Hodder, the guy played Jason.
Yeah, I just don't know that movie.
Fantastic. It's on Shudder.
Connor's still in first place with 3 points. Kirk at 2. Josh at -1. Sammie, you've accidentally moved up 1 point to -2.
It's okay.
Josh, would you like a movie from 1985, 1997, or 2011?
With 85.
85. From 1985 for 5 points under profanity, a band is performing a song that contains the lyric "Burn in Hell" 3 times. We've got 2 hands up. And I'm actually just going to go to Sammie first, just because her hand's just kind of been waving there the whole time.
Yeah. 1985. I'm trying to think of what the fucking movie's called. Okay. And you know what? I'm not even going to. I'm gonna pull out of someone I've played with and just describe the movie. Okay, so there's a movie in the 80s where a metal band is bringing about the end of the world.
It's not that movie.
and they go into all these small towns to make all the kids kill each other. With
Jennifer's Body.
No, it's this band actually knows what they're doing.
They actually do.
Here's the thing. You haven't actually guessed anything, so I don't know if that's worth anything.
That's the name of the movie.
Josh, what do you think?
It's the great Twisted Sister. If you see no evil, when you hear no evil, hear no evil, you're gonna burn in hell. Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
That is Tim Burton's very first movie.
damn
It
it.
is Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Wow,
I didn't know
Josh.
that.
Gonna burn in hell.
Nice. Nice, Paul.
Yeah.
Love that song. Actually, I love that song.
D. Snyder, like Alice Cooper, is an ordained minister.
Yes, he is. Not as avid of a golfer, though.
Also in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, under sex and nudity, a man...
Apparently your hand goes away.
No, I did that. I'm sorry. Just trying to clean the board for my own well-being. Also in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, under sex and nudity, a man looks at a good-looking young woman with X-ray glasses. We don't actually see what he sees, though. His reaction implies it's pretty exciting. Frightening and intense scenes. The whole film contains a dark and somewhat frightening undertone. Scenes with a ghost woman, intimidating bikers, scary clowns, and some scenes that are off-putting. Frightening and intense scenes. A woman's face morphs into a creature for a brief moment, with her eyes popping out, her teeth separated, her tongue flaps around in her mouth, and her hair flies everywhere.
One of the scariest moments of film.
It's the only way you know that this is a Tim Burton movie.
One of the scariest moments ever put on film. I've never jumped higher in my life than when I saw it.
And violence and gore at the end. The main character gets his revenge against the villain who had his bike stolen in the first place by allowing him to get on it and then activating the ejection seat to send him flying to a presumably hard landing. Might also be my favorite Tim Burton movie.
I agree. I 100%
The
agree.
Danny Elfman score is another Tim Burton movie giveaway to a degree.
Absolutely.
Well,
Josh,
Are there any people of color in that one? Because there are.
That's the other way you know that it's a Tim Burton movie.
Well, no, he's he's awful.
Josh, you've moved into the lead with 4 points. Connor at 3, Kirk at 2, Sammie at -3. Kirk, I believe we're on to you.
Yes.
Would you like a movie from 1985, 1996, or 2003?
Let's try 2003.
2003. From 2003 for 5 points, under frightening and intense scenes. A man screams, "Fired," which may be upsetting.
I so wanna. Yeah, I mean.
All right. What do you think, Kirk?
I already guessed it. I'm guessing it again. I'm guessing Anchorman.
Unfortunately, it's still not Anchorman.
Fuck, I know I'm close on the year, and I know that was his fucking first movie.
For 4 points, under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, a character mentions that the circus has drunken clowns with hepatitis.
Huh.
We got a lot of clown talk tonight. For 3 points, under sex and nudity, when a character is doing a musical number in which he wears a fruit bra and hat, he sings about how his balls were cut off, but the song cuts him off at ba, ba, and he never says it.
The fuck movie is this?
Huh.
For 2 points, under sex and nudity, a character reacts with interest when he sees a woman's photograph. It unfolds like a centerfold. He makes noises like humana, 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 oh. His hat grows longer, implying that he has an erection. When a child states that it's his mother, the character says, awkward, and his hat shrinks to normal size. Just see uncomfortable faces and one hand raised. Connor,
That's a Ben Folds 5 song.
Is this The Cat in the Hat?
This is Bo Welch's first time as director.
Bo
Mike Myers, The Cat in the Hat.
Get off. All right.
I haven't seen that.
Me neither.
It's like, God, it's like Dr. Seuss wrote that in his other genre.
Yeah. All the raunchy sex humor.
It's the movie that made sure that we'd never see another live action Dr. Seuss movie.
Put that one to bed, yep.
Also, I have to recommend it when the movie comes up. A friend of mine, comedian Alan Richardson, once watched this movie every day for a year and recorded a podcast after every viewing. And go look up Alan Richardson's Give Me Attention podcast, because it is a man descending into madness.
I second that nomination. It's fantastic.
I mean, I'm descending into madness just hearing that description.
Final clue under frightening and intense themes. Despite being a Dr. Seuss film, the production design may frighten some.
I don't know why, but I heard it was being a documentary.
Connor's moved back to first place with 5 points. Josh at 4, Kirk at 1, Sammie at -3. Sammie, would you like a movie from 1987, 1996, or 2003?
Gotta get 96.
2013. 96? All right, 1996 for 5 points. Under sex and nudity, and Sammie already has a guess. Some male dogs have shown their penises.
That looked weird.
This is not bound. Never mind.
The fact that my hand shut up that quick is a little weird. So I'm gonna put my
Oh, I
hand
know
down.
dog penises.
I know dog penises.
That is nope, not what I thought it was. Unless there's a scene I don't remember or seen the movie a bunch. We'll find out.
For 4 points under profanity, there is a remark made calling another dog a, quote, bad dog. But it is implied that first he was going to call him the bitch word. The word stupid is used often, and other mild slapstick words.
What year is
They're gonna
this?
use the bitch
96. He almost
They're
called him
gonna
the
use
bitch
the bitch word?
word.
Oh my god, not the bitch word.
Uh-huh.
Of course, that word is slut.
Huh.
Just kidding.
For 3 points under frightening and intense scenes. In one scene, a building catches fire, and a frightened boy is still inside while his mother and father helplessly wait outside. The boy makes it out all right.
And the mother and father?
No, dead. Totally dead. They went back in.
Ah.
Huh.
For 2 points under frightening and intense scenes, the scene where Chance is kidnapped by dog stealers is very stressful.
Dog stealers.
It's like,
I don't.
All right. Sammie, what do you think?
This doesn't seem right, but like you're telling me all these dog things. The only thing that I could think of, and I'm just like, I think the first one came out before this, so I'm going to say that All Dogs Go to Heaven 2 was a directorial debut of someone.
Connor, what do you think?
I think it's called Homeward Bound, The Dog Stealers. Homeward Bound is my guess.
Josh, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with I'll Go to Heaven, the original one, but I know it's not right.
It is not All Dogs
God.
Go to Heaven, the original. Sammy already established that.
Oh,
It is also not All Dogs Go to Heaven, the sequel.
No, but I know now I'm upset. Now I'm upset.
Also, it is not Homeward Bound.
Fuck.
Final clue for 1 point under sex and nudity. While the dogs are running through San Francisco, the camera focuses on random people playing football in the park. It shows a few girls in miniskirts while also wearing bikini bras, and they show guys, some shirtless and others in muscle
No
shirts.
idea what this is.
We got 2 hands up. Connor, what do you think this movie is?
This is Homeward Bound 2. I don't know.
Josh, what do you think?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I have no idea.
Great. Connor, you're right. This is Homeward Bound 2, Lost in San Francisco.
Really
A
was Homeward
movie
Bound?
that came up on the last episode for some reason. Also, David R. Ellis's first movie, if that means anything to anybody.
It does to David. It does to David R. Ellis.
Connor
Fucking
remains
shit.
in the lead at 5 points. Josh at 3, Kirk at 1, Sammy at -4. We have one more go around left. 4 movies remain, one more for each of you.
I could still win.
It's anybody. There's 20 points still on the board. This is anybody's game.
Excuse me.
Connor,
Yep.
would you like a movie from 1985, 2012, or 2020?
20. What was the middle one? 2012.
2012.
Well, fuck it. Let's go 85.
Let's go 85.
All right.
From 1985 for 5 points, under violence and gore. 2 girls struggle in a river. For 4 points, under violence and gore. The King collapses in stop motion. All right, for 3 points, under frightening and intense scenes. A girl is taken to a specialist who intends to treat her hallucinations with shock therapy. She and another girl escape while it's dark and pouring rain. They are chased down to the river and they fall in.
Oh, wait. No. I got this.
Okay.
I got this is
Sammy.
Return to Oz.
Sammy's got it. This is Return to Oz,
Nice.
directed by Walter Murch, who
Nice.
apparently didn't direct anything else after it. I think he directed 1 episode of The Clone Wars for some reason.
He's a huge editor, though, isn't he? Is that Walter
Yes.
Murch, the editor?
Who?
Am I thinking of Walter Murch? Didn't he edit like Coppola? There's
He
a
might
Walter
have.
big editor.
Connor, you might know more about movies at this point than I do. I
Oh, fuck
cannot. In fact, I will not answer that. That's
I was
That
I'll
name
get to that.
jumped up. Anyway.
I remember that I was this like all the scenes I was just like I've seen this is
Mhm.
they all like fit together with that left.
Another terrifying fucking movie.
Uh-huh. Also in Return to Oz, under violence and gore, TikTok spins himself around to hit the Wheelers. Comedic.
Just like the TikTok we have now.
And frightening and intense scenes. Dorothy goes to get the powder of life, but surprisingly, Mombi wakes up and all the other heads just scream and scream. And then the headless body just gets up and chases after Dorothy Gale like a zombie.
That was my motherfucking childhood. I was 10 years old when that shit came out. That
I have
still
to-
scars me. Walter Murch never directed another movie because I beat his ass after that.
Stuck to editing.
I only just saw it for the first time
Oh.
last year.
I don't think I've
Really?
seen it. entirety because it fucked me out whenever it would be on. We got to revisit that. Going to do it.
And no, Connor's right. I wanted to do just a quick look. Walter Murch has edited so many things.
He's done a show, right?
He did what?
Oh, just a ton of stuff. Yeah,
so
like
many things.
Big names.
He did Godfather.
Yeah, he did Coppola, a lot of his shit. Yeah,
A lot
he
of
did
Coppola.
Apocalypse Now, I think.
What is that
Apocalypse
movie? What movie? The Godfather? What the hell is that?
That's the movie about the father of God.
Yeah, it's about Jesus.
It's
Okay.
about the Titans.
The Titans, that's a
Pronos
fucking
and all
movie.
that.
Connor is at 5 points, Josh at 3, Kirk at 1, Sammie at -1. Everybody's within striking distance. Josh, would you like a movie from 1977, 1988, or 2018?
77.
77.
There we go.
All right, 1977 for 5 points under violence and gore. Some wild stunts. No one really comes out dead or injured. Played for laughs. For 4 points under sex and nudity, an officer tells some boys not to play with themselves because it wouldn't look nice on the highway. Kirk has a guess. Anybody else? Josh also has a guess. Connor's reaching for it, but I don't know if he's going to get it.
What year is this?
1977.
Okay. Oh.
All right. Well, Sammie, what do you think this movie is?
Yeah, I have no idea when this movie came out, but like it seems like I know it was the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Smokey and the Bandit.
Josh, what do you think?
We'll say the same thing.
Kirk, what do you think?
Smokey and the Bandit.
Nice pull, guys. Fuck.
It is the first movie from Hal Needham. It is Smokey and the Bandit.
No idea who directed it. I literally watched it like a month ago.
I was like it was like it gave me enough that I was just like, I feel like there were trucks in this movie.
So often I have like just not seen, or I've seen these movies but it's been so long. But yeah, I watched that recently. That's God.
Had you seen it before? Or was that the first time?
Oh no, yeah, I'd seen it multiple times. Yeah.
I only just saw it for the first time a few months ago.
I've never seen
and
the
just
whole movie.
loved it.
Couple times.
Sally
I was
Field
real
is a
young,
treasure.
Yeah.
Burt Reynolds was a movie star. He was fantastic as a movie star. Not a great actor, but one of the best movie stars we've ever had.
Yeah, just he is a presence.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Also in Smokey and the Bandit, under violence and gore, a man is beat up at a truck stop. His face is shown bruised and bloodied.
Over the top.
Profanity. But there is truck language in the film, which is an expression for gross profanity, like shit, ass, bitch, etc. That's truck language.
Wait,
I
the
thought
bitch word?
truck language was like how they talk on the CV. Like that's actually truck language.
Wait. The bitch word?
The bitch word is one of the truck languages.
You know, those
And-
truckers, they talk like they swear like sailors.
And under profanity, the sheriff, played by Jackie Gleason, says some bitch throughout the whole film.
The some bitch word?
Still, anybody's game going into the second to last movie. Josh is at 7. Connor and Kirk are at 5. Sammie's finally on the other side of 0, now at 3 points.
Nice.
Kirk, you get to pick this one.
Nice.
Would you like a movie? Already done so many of these. From 2007, 2017, or 2019?
2019.
2019.
That's where I lose everything.
From 2019 for 5 points. Penultimate movie under violence and gore. A boy shoots a paint gun at college-age students.
Oh, I think I've seen this.
Fourth, 4 points under frightening and intense scenes. One of the 3 main characters in the movie dislocates their arm in his friend's attempt to pop it back in for him.
Oh, what the fuck is this called?
Kirk has a guess. Anybody else? All right, Kirk, do you know what this movie is?
No, I don't. It was, I'm not going to throw anything out there either.
That's totally fine.
I'll take the negative. Yeah.
I won't even give you, this isn't Jeopardy. You don't get penalized for buzzing in and not answering. For 3 points under sex and nudity, the intentions of the 3 main characters in the movie is to learn how to kiss.
Oh, no.
All right, Connor, what do you think?
I'm gonna take a stab. Never saw it. Don't know. I think the year's off. Is this Good Boys?
This is Good Boys.
Oh fuck! I forgot the name of it.
Directed by Gene Stupnitsky, who I think was a longtime writer on The Office. And they just let him make a movie.
Is it a comedy?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
It's not bad. I mean, it's middle school super bad, and it like wears that on its sleeve, but it's fun.
Okay, now that you say that, I remember that it exists.
Yeah.
No idea. I was literally about to guess Halloween, like one of those, and I was like, neither of those, even if the time frame is there, neither of those were their first movies. Like either of the directors. Like I was just, Oh, I don't know.
I loved Halloween when Loomis, Jamie Curtis's character, and Michael Myers wanted to kiss.
Well, it, like that was literally. I was like, well, I'm glad I didn't guess. That was the next clue. Just I haven't seen whatever this is.
It was a beautiful scene.
It's funny. I mean, it's a good movie to just throw on at night if you need something to watch. Other clues under profanity: 96 uses of fuck, 1 is implied, 3 paired with mother, with 1 implied, some said by children.
Not an implied fuck.
And they implied that he said the fuck word.
I don't give a single implied fuck.
And under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, 3 6th graders carry accidentally stolen drugs throughout the movie.
All right.
It's not a comedy, that's The Wire.
1 movie remains. And it really is anybody's game still. Connor, you're at 8. Josh, you're at 7. Kirk, you're at 5. Sammie, you're at 3.
Uh-oh.
Sammie, you get to pick this last movie, so hopefully you can find one that works for you.
Yeah.
Would you like a movie from 1985, 1987, or 2015?
Let's go 9. What was the middle one?
87.
Let's go 87.
All right. Final movie of the night from 1987. Directorial debuts for 5 points under violence and gore. People should remember that since this movie was made a while ago, the violence is cheesy and shouldn't disturb people too much.
Strong opener.
No.
No? Okay. For 4 points under frightening and intense scenes, a horrifying looking creature chases a girl through a thin hallway. Josh has a guess. Connor has a guess.
Shit.
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 I'm gonna be mad.
All right. This could end the game. Connor, what do you think this movie is?
If this is the movie that first clue is referencing, then it is the most bullshit clue, because my guess is Hellraiser.
Josh, what do you think?
Hellraiser.
It is one of the most bullshit clues I've ever given. It is Clive Barker's directorial debut, directing his own material. It's Hellraiser.
God damn it! Why 1 point? I rang in. I rang in. I saw you ring in.
I knew I was going to be mad.
Fuck.
People should remember that since Hellraiser was made a while ago, the violence is cheesy and shouldn't disturb people too much.
It won't haunt your eyelids whenever you close them when you see it at 8 years old or whatever, you know. Skin being torn off.
I'm excited. I'm excited for the series coming out though.
I am
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's good.
Yep.
I love Jamie Clayton.
I have faith. Yeah. Looks great.
Well, let's just wrap this up. The other clues in Hellraiser: under violence and gore, a man appears with no skin. Sex and nudity, S&M, is a constant theme in this movie.
This could be anything.
And frightening and intense scenes. The 4 Cenobites are very horrific and graphic looking, including one with no skin on and no eyes, one that is fat and has no mouth or eyes, sunglasses cover this, one whose neck is open and we see the inside of it many times, and the lead Cenobite has nails all over his head and speaks in a very disturbing, creepy voice.
I think they're pins. You know, going by what the name is.
No, that's Nailhead.
Oh, you guys talking about?
Although Screwhead would have gone by that.
Yeah, but it would have taken a lot longer in the opening shot of the second movie to show that happening. Just slowly screwing in all the screws to his head.
Just some guy with a screwdriver. It's just my job. What I do, I screw the screws in his head. Once a week.
Nothing is more terrifying than a Phillips head.
His head ain't gonna screw itself.
That was Hellraiser. This was the Inappropriate Movie Database. Our final scores tonight: Sammie at 3, Kirk at 5, Josh, valiant effort at 11, but taking it by 1 point at 12 points is Conor Shanahan, making Conor the winner tonight.
And on this, my birthday.
It's your birthday.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. I was being a dick.
All right. Well, fuck you. I hope you die.
I've been too competitive lately. This was fine.
This was so fun. Thank you all for doing this. Before we go, if there's anything you want to promote, anywhere you want to be found, any last words, Sammie, I'll start with you.
Yeah, you can find me on all social media at Sammie James. I run a bunch of shows every month. The fourth Saturday, which is coming up in like 2 weeks, I think, of every month, is the Waiting Room with health and body themed stand-up and storytelling. We got a great show on the 24th of this month with Sarah Garner, River Green, and I keep wanting to say a different last name because they're Ariel Evans. I keep wanting to say Ariel Elias. There are a lot of funny Ariel comedians, okay? Out of New York, we got Tookie Kavanaugh out of Boston.
Fuck yeah.
And we got Alejandro Morales out of Philly. This is listen, a lot. We've had a lot of like bigger names on the show. Don't sleep on this lineup. They're all destroyers. Yeah, you know, I haven't promoted this in a while. Nobody saw it, but like if you want to watch an okay, pretty good comedy special on YouTube, my comedy special is still there. And you haven't seen it, okay? Because like no one did.
I have to step in and disagree. I've seen it. It's great.
Yeah, but if you go on YouTube, you can look for Sammie James. Your Mom Loves Me, and it's a good time.
I'll watch it tonight.
It's so funny. I can vouch for your special. I also can vouch for Tookie. She's been on this show. She's
Tuckie's
wonderful.
fantastic.
And I
you've
think
seen
she's.
and you've seen The Waiting Room.
I have seen The Waiting Room too. Also a great show. I will be on it in December.
Yeah, so will Josh.
Yeah,
And so will Josh.
we're just
So
gonna do
this is
this.
a
We're just gonna
preview
do
for
a
that.
We're gonna do a small version of this show.
Sammie, thank you.
Yeah.
Kirk, do you have anything you want to tell people about?
DJ K Rap on Bandcamp. Other than that, yeah, nothing else. Kirk B comedy on stuff or whatever. Yeah, whatever, wherever. It's good. It's all good. Check out Sammie's special. That's what I'm gonna do too. Let's just support Sammie tonight. Let's do that.
Wonderful. Josh, do you have anything you want to tell people about?
Yeah, if you couldn't tell, I'm repping Corn pretty hard tonight. I'm not saying I'm on the street team, but Corn street team go. No, but seriously, I really got nothing going on until Sammie's show in December. So excited for that. Probably be on this show again at some point. And that's about it. And watch Sammie's special.
And finally, our winner, Connor, do you have anything you want to add?
Watch Sammie's special. Thanks for having me. You guys are great. This was fun as
Thanks
always.
for doing it.
Yeah,
Thank you all for doing it once again. Conor Shanahan, Josh Poirier, Kirk Broussard, Sammie James. I'm Nick Martucci. Well, first, I was about to go and I want to just do like a quick sentimental thing for anybody still watching. Tomorrow marks 5 years I've been doing comedy, which I know isn't a ton, but it has been a lifesaver. I have gotten to meet so many wonderful people, including the people on this show tonight, who are all wonderful people. I am so grateful to have this community, even if so much of it is horrible and terrible. And just the fact that I have been lucky enough to do this show now for a year and a half and gotten to have so many wonderfully funny people on this show has been such a privilege. And that's just been on my mind today. So thank you for supporting this dumb thing I do and supporting my comedy. If you do that, I will be doing more of it soon. I'm taking a week off of the show next week to do more comedy. So look for that. And you can find me on all social media at Blundering Idiom. You can find the show on Facebook if you search Inappropriate Movie Database or click the link in the description of this video. Twitter and Instagram at IMDb Game. Normally, we do the show 2 times a week, Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on this channel. Like I said, we're taking a week off, but we will be back here this coming Thursday. I don't remember what the topic is. I think it's movies with food in the title, which is another topic that's just going to make people angry at me. Turns out there's a lot fewer movies with food in the title than I realized when I picked the topic.
Of food?
I will say I do get close to that, and even further away from it. So just get ready to be angry at me. There is a movie called
Popcorn. I just saw it.
There is. So look for that. Look for all of these shows. Like, subscribe, do all that YouTuber stuff. And thank you so much for watching.